A new day begins, and with it, an opportunity to start over again, to put on a fresh face, a new smile, new opportunities as the world wakes up and you get to join in. Welcome to Morning Momentum, an opportunity to start your day in a whole new way. Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Morning Momentum Mondays. A lot of M's first thing on Monday, but I got it all out. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sherry Ruskis, and I bring these to you every Monday morning to put a little extra thought process into your week, to give you a little motivation, and to do this in conjunction with my weekly victory letter that I send out every Monday morning and that I've been sending out for the last 24 years, if you can believe it. I have a hard time doing that myself sometimes, but it's true. And I really started writing those letters all those years ago simply because I wanted to motivate myself and others first thing on Monday morning instead of going out there and trudging, oh, it's Monday. Starting the week off positive, because I think we all know when we do things positively and with great motivation, it changes everything. So in today's victory letter, I talked about it being messy in the middle. And I will speak to you from the point of I have been a middle child. I was a middle child. I am still a middle child. Thankfully, my siblings are still on the planet here with me, and when I was I was about 15, my mom got married to a man with 6 children, and so then I was number 5, so I was smack dab in the middle again. So I felt it, and it made me stronger to be in the middle, actually, and to you just gotta fight harder when you're in the middle. That's all there is to it. And so I had that growing up. And so that's what I talk about, is not just about me growing up, but, life, we live most of our life in the middle. There's beginning and end, right? We have the beginning of our life and the end of our life, and then there's all of that in the middle. And then all the, whether it's schooling that you did, or marriage, or, being a parent, not being a parent. I was in the middle of parenting, and now my kids are all grown up and gone. And so there's always that middle part. And it's that whole adage of it's not the destination, it's the journey. And the middle is really the journey part. So I thought what I would share with you today is Napoleon Hill was one of the people who influenced me in my life. His writings, he was long gone by the time I knew that I should be listening to him. And he had what he called the hopes of achievement. And I wanted to share those with you today to help you to enjoy the middle. And, as my sweatshirt, hit my microphone there, whoopsie-doody, as my shirt says, to remember your why. And I think that's the most important part of all of it, is remembering your why along the way. And because that's what gets us back on course. And here's a few other tips that can bring you back to course too. And the first one is to change your personal rule for success. Now, I know there's all kinds of influencers on the web, on social media, et cetera, that say do it exactly as I tell you and you'll be successful. And I don't know about you, but I've tried that along my journey, and it wasn't until I really tried my way too. You have to put in your way. So what are your personal rules for success? And to really look at them, those that have historically been dependable for you and that work on your way. And especially if you want to accelerate your achievement, you really must try vigorously, is the word here, try new behaviors. Like, what can I do differently? That's me. That's not necessarily what somebody said to do by their blueprint. I don't know about blueprints. They don't always work. They might work in building a house, but in a life, sometimes not so much. The second thing is to act as if, and this is where hope really comes from, is to act as if it's happening or it's going to happen and you're not sitting there questioning. Belief is such an important tool for us to have in our life. It works beyond so many other things, but really act as if it's already happened. Act as if this is what is going to happen. It's like when you plan a trip, right? You get your tickets. You don't get your tickets and go, gosh, I just hope that plane comes. These days you kind of do, but you just plan on it. You plan on your trip, where you're going to be, what your itinerary is going to look like, et cetera, et cetera. So what if you did that with your life as well? You planned if. Stop getting in your way. Look at the habits that you have. And as I shared this with you this morning, one of the reasons that I am doing Morning Momentum, it's because it's our time to reflect. It's our time to reflect on these things. So if there's something that you've been doing to get in your way, journal about it, write it down. What is it that you've been doing to get in your own way? We all do it. Holy moly, do you know that I do it? So it's really reminding yourselves, getting people around you who are honest with you to help you know what you're getting. And I'm not talking about people being critical of what you're doing. It's more about those who know you, love you, having those confidants that can really tell you, hey, yeah, you've got this. You should go and do blah, blah. Have faith in unforeseen forces, things that are going to come out of the universe, I'll just put it that way, to help you along your way. Remember, Napoleon said that absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, right? We don't have all the proof in the pudding in front of us. So it's really look into the power of source, whatever that is for you, spiritual source, whether it's universe, God, whatever you believe it to be, but tap into it and make it your own. I think that's the thing for me, is that I will just tell you, I am a recovering Catholic, grew up, went to Catholic schools, but what I found is there's a deeper part to my spirituality that I can find going into an organized religion situation. I can't go as deep as I want to if I can just pray. I like a direct connect. Let me just put it that way. But everybody's way is their way. And that's what I think is important to look at, that is to have the faith in what faith means to you. Recognize the power of pursuit. When you're going after something and, things change. Things change when we're in the middle and we're on that road. Things are going to change. They're going to change from the way you look from the inside out. They're going to change. Something that seemed so irresistibly wonderful maybe isn't, the closer you get to it, not that wonderful. Now you want to be careful. Last week we talked about fear. You want to make sure it's not fear that's making you put up the stop sign. But if there is something that's different about what you thought this was going to be, then you need to take a look at it and recognize the power in pursuit and going after what you want. Because dreams are powerful things, and they can move us in a direction that really make a difference. The next one is to use your gifts. Again, I'm going to go back to, we see these influencers that say you got to do it this way or that way or this way up here. But you have unique gifts. I have unique gifts that nobody else has quite like me. This is my unique footprint. You have your unique footprint that you leave in the world. And so really that's where you pull, your strengths. Take a strong look at your strengths and what they are and how they can move you forward. And speaking of moving forward, that's the last thing I want to share with you this morning, is to move before you're ready. We all wait. Okay, all right, well, I can't do it this week because blah, blah, blah. Or I don't have the time, or I don't have the money, or I don't. So if you're saying don't or can't is the big one. I can't because I just can't. I can't. Move before you're ready. Get ahead of the game, because I know that you can do it. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you this morning. Short and sweet. Look into yourself, look into, we always put a link here to our Morning Momentum 21-day challenge, 21 days to get up every day and focus first and foremost on yourself. Right here, who you are, what you're doing, get your mind quiet, move into the day, and make it a better day because you stop to say, hey, like even the things that I shared with you here today, like which of those do I want to take on this week? Which piece will help me in the middle to take me forward, wherever it is I want to go. My friends, have a fantastic week ahead, and I will see you here next Monday. Please be sure to subscribe, and please leave a comment. I would love if which one of these things resonated with you. Please leave a comment and let us know about it. Let me know about it, because I would love to know. Again, subscribe, like, do all those good things so that we can keep coming towards you. And you can subscribe to the Victory Letter as well in the link below. All right, my friends, have a fantastic week ahead. Take really good care.